Hey you guys, this is Good from Aaron's bringing you another shiny Pokemon video, and this is a shiny Wi-Fi battle that I had with Angel, and so in this battle, I did it for lols. I just put a team together, and I was inching to battle, so I chose somebody who was on my friends list who happened to be on, and it happened to be Angel, and he accepted, and we had an amazing battle. My heart was stomping. My heart was beating fast throughout the whole thing. So obviously you can see his team and you can see my team. So I don't think there's not really any introduction needed for this one. So we're just going to hop right in here. So like I said, I just did this for lulz. I did it just to do it. And I had the team out. I figured, hey, I brought them out. Let's at least do one battle. So he's going to lead off with his Sceptile, as I'm going to lead off with my Galvantula. I don't know why I just called it a Galvantula. I guess it can be pronounced that way. So I was predicting his switch here, and he goes into his Flareon. I was actually predicting a different switch, but I knew he was going to switch, period. So I figured I was going to get a little bit of damage off on this thing, so I went for the Charge Beam. But after realizing that it was a Flareon that he just threw in, I knew I was going to die immediately on the next turn, so I just threw up the Sticky Web, because even if I used Thunder, it would not have been enough to kill this thing. So I figured I'd at least try and slow the rest of the team down. So he goes for the Flare Blitz, and that's an easy one-hit KO on my Galvantula. But I'm alright with that. Galvantula did his job. Good going. So I'm going to head off into Itachi, my shiny Greninja. Still thinking of a better name for it aside from Itachi. But anyway, I'm going to go for that Scald. He does not switch, which kind of actually surprises me that he didn't do that. But he didn't switch, and so that means that I'm able to take out that Flareon. And he goes into his shiny Furfrou. I love this thing, and I also hate it because it's so unnecessarily bulky. This thing is so bulky, it pisses me off. But I know that Greninja can't really take too many hits from this thing. I know there's next to nothing I can really do to it. I can't hit it with anything. So I'm going to U-turn out of there, and I'm going to go into Amy, my shiny Garbodor. And he's going to go for the Retaliate, go for the ×2 revenge kill there. And because I'm a poison type, I'm going to resist that, and I'm able to live it with half health, which is pretty darn good. I thought it was better than what I actually thought it was going to do. So he goes for Dig here, and I go for Toxic, and to my surprise, I didn't know this was going to happen, but Toxic hit. I still don't understand how that happened. I don't know if it was some crazy glitch. I don't know if that's a thing now. I don't use Toxic on Pokemon too often, so that surprised me. But I knew nothing I had was willing to take a dig to the face, so I just stayed in here. And to my surprise, once again, I live it. I go for the Gunk Shot, but Gunk Shot low accuracy kind of bites me in the butt there. I guess my luck ran out. And I feared his next attack. I didn't know what he was going to do. Sorry for my camera shaking. I'm late. So I switch my Amy out, and I'm going to go into my shiny Agislash-Titania, and he goes for Retaliate. I did not expect that. I thought he was going to go for another dig, and I could catch him and go for the King Shield. But that's not what happened. So he's going to take damage from that poison, obviously. I don't know what I was doing here. I guess I just switched out just to switch out, try to play mind games. I'm not sure. But I go back into Garbodor because I figured Garbodor's pretty much done its job. There's nothing really else I can do for it. It's basically just Death Father at this point. And he goes for Sucker Punch. So I'm able to reveal that he's got Sucker Punch on this thing at all. So now that I've regained a bit of health back, I figured I was going to go for Explosion here and just take this thing out here and now. Take my Pokemon out. It'll be done and over with. But I misclick, and I go for the Body Slam. Now, like I said, this thing is bulky. It's unnecessarily bulky. Its physical defense is so good, it gets on my nerves. So it's able to live that handily. So at this point, I'm just like, great, I just wasted my poke for no reason. But I switch out again, I don't know what I was expecting anymore. I mean, it's got Retaliate, it's got Sucker Punch, I don't know what I was doing. So I switch back into my shiny Aegislash, predict another sucker punch coming from it, and so I'm like, okay, what should I do here? It's gonna die to poison. This unnecessarily bulky and annoying poke just died to poison. I completely forgot it was poisoned. So he's gonna go into his own Aegislash, and here we do a duel to the end, a battle of the swords. So I go for my sword stance here, as Sticky Web is gonna lower his Aegislash's speed, so that means that mine will outspeed it regardless of what we do. So we both sword stance here on the same turn, and I figured he was going to attack me here, so I went for the King Shield. And he goes for the King Shield. We're matching each other move for move, and at this point, he goes for the King Shield, and because he went first this time, that means I'm not using mine. So this time around, I went for the sword stance, because I knew he was going to go for King Shield again, knowing that it failed the first time, and knowing that he's locked into doing God knows what, and even if he Shadow Sneaked, I'd be faster and I'd kill him. I just go for the Shadow Sneak, I get rid of this thing, because I don't want this thing setting up on me anymore. I do not like Aegislash, no I don't. So, that takes Aegislash out, and here comes out Swampert, and I did not expect Swampert to be shiny. I thought it was just going to be a normal Swampert, and boy was I wrong. So it's getting caught in that Sticky Web thanks to my Galvantula, and I'm going to go for the King Shield, try and scope out what this thing is going to do next, because I don't see too many Swamperts competitively. I don't know what they can do. So he goes for the Earthquake. Now realizing that he's got Earthquake, and he knows that I can't go for King Shield again, I'm going to switch out, go back into my shiny Garbodor just for Death Fodder and to get rid of another Earthquake. So that means he's down to 8. I was trying to whittle him down to no Earthquakes left, so I could just come in with Aegislash, set up again, and just sweep the rest of his team with it. It's not what happened. So I'm going into Gastreek, my shiny Gastrodon, and he tries to hit me with the Waterfall. I'm guessing he didn't expect it to have Storm Drain at all, or probably didn't even know it could have that ability. So I'm going for the Body Slam, because obviously it was just revealed to me that he is faster than me. I kind of knew he was going to be faster than me in the first place, because I have no speed EVs in this thing at all. That's not what I wanted on it at all. So he's going to go for the Earthquake. He's going to get that crit, and I'm like, oh great, I'm going to lose to a Swampert. It's going to be a Swampert sweep. But thank the heavens, I get the Parahacks here, and that's what I was going for with Body Slam. So I get the Parahacks. This thing with leftovers was actually kind of getting on my nerves. So this part of the battle actually becomes a huge stall, because this is my stalling, walling, physically bulky Gastrodon. So it's able to take physical hits and keep on trucking with the Recover and then the Body Slam for Parahacks. So, because for those of you who know about my shiny Gastrodon, it did not come with a special attacking nature, so I traded to be physical and bulky. So I get the Parahacks here as I go for the Recover again, and so that means I'm able to attack this turn, and I'm going to go for my own Waterfall, knowing that he's got Torrent and is not going to be able to take that very well. So he ends up hitting me with another Earthquake, so I guess this was just, again, this is just a really huge, like, stalling part of the battle. I can't get too creative with this because it's just Recover, leftovers, Earthquake, Waterfall. And the cycle just keeps repeating. It went like this for a while, and I still thought I was going to lose to this Swampert. All it took was one more crit, and I probably would have died. So I go for the Recover again as he gets Parahacks again after 2 Earthquakes, just like the first time around. I'm like, gee, deja vu here. So I'm able to go for another Waterfall, and the reason why I have this thing with Body Slam and Waterfall is because I can go for the whole Parahacks, and after that, I can go for the Flinch. So I kind of had a bit of a vision when I put this team in mind, so they're all really slow, but Galvantula's Sticky Web kind of gives them a bit of a boost. Meanwhile, this thing is with its physical bulk. Well, a lot of mine are kind of physically bulky. I think my biggest weakness is special attacks, really. So he switches his Swampert out and goes into Sceptile. I was like, go for the waterfall. It's going to get caught in Galvantula's sticky web. And despite the fact that it's caught in sticky web, I know this thing is going to outspeed me as Swampert did, and I'm really fearing a grass type attack with the 4 times effective. So I switch into my Aegislash here. It goes for Leaf Storm. I did not expect that from Sceptile, because when I see Sceptile, I think physically inclined, not specially. So I go into Aegislash, I take that Leaf Storm, I just eat it up, and he's going to switch into his shiny Arcanine as, what did I go for? I went for Swords Dance. So I was trying to set up, because I knew that the worst Sceptile could do to me was a Night Slash, and even then I wasn't fearing it too much. So he went into Arcanine, get caught in Sticky Web. I go for the King Shield as he predicts and goes for the Extreme Speed, and he's able to outspeed me because I thought I could live this, and I was wrong. I thought that I could take a Flare Blitz, keep on trucking, and hit this thing with a Sacred Sword, and I was wrong. I should have just went for the Shadow Sneak when I had a chance to. So I'm going to go into my shiny Tyranitar here, get that Sandstorm up, and actually that's all I wanted my Tyranitar to do was get that Sandstorm up. So I'm a Mega here because I thought he was going to try and hit me with another Flare Blitz, or even if this thing did have close combat, I thought I could live it with at least like 3 to 12 health. And once again, I was wrong. It shocks me just how strong Arcanines really are. But one thing I wanted most was to get the Sandstorm up, considering I still have Gastreak, my Gastrodon, and it's going to be able to just swim around in this Sandstorm without getting touched. But I knew at this point I just need something that can outspeed this thing and just kill it quickly. Forgetting it has Extreme Speed for a second, he's able to hit my Greninja pretty hard, but my Greninja lived that better than I thought it would. Greninjas suck in defense and special defense, and I live with a good chunk of health left. I did not expect that. So I'm able to get the Scald off, and I'm able to get rid of that Arcanine, and I'm pretty sure you guys know I'm down to only 2 Pokemon left. He's down to 2 Pokemon, so it got really gut-wrenching here. It could have gone either way, and I got scared with every turn. So he's going to go back into his Swampert, knowing that it's going to resist that Sandstorm. I need to get my butt out of there, because I need to save Greninja for Sceptile. So I go for the U-turn, get a little bit of that extra damage off, go back into my Gastrodon. As he gets Parahax, I was thanking the Lord for that. I did not want to switch into an Earthquake at all. So I kind of predicted that he was going to switch out there because he knew my strategy at that point. He probably predicted me to go for the Waterfall because it does more damage than Body Slam does. But I predicted that he was going to kind of predict my earlier moves and go into Sceptile. As I go for the Body Slam, I was hoping for the Parahax. I get it, but on top of it, I get a crit. This thing was beat. And then it takes that Sandstorm damage. And at this point, it was pretty much GG. I just go in it with the Waterfall, take out that Sceptile, no problem. That thing had no chance. And at this point, my Sandstorm's going to go away, but it did its job. I don't need it anymore. This thing is weak enough. I just go for one more Waterfall, and that pretty much just takes it out. And, you know, like I said, that was GG. It could have gone either way. We both had one fast poke and one extremely bulky physical poke, so it was just a really good battle. Angel, thank you again for the battle. Thanks for accepting it. That was, my goodness, my heart was pumping, and I couldn't believe I won at the end of it, to be honest with you guys. So, I will be posting, like, probably one more video. So, I want to say sorry for not uploading anything today. It's because I was busy all day. I actually, checked out PIMPNITE's live stream that he had today. And I didn't get to battle him or anything, but I did manage to grab some awesome pokes and talk to some awesome people and watch some amazing battles and got to participate in a couple of them. even though none of them were with him or LadyKrimZen. But be sure to check out their channels. I'll probably leave a link in the description down below to their channels because they make awesome videos. LadyKrimZen not only does Pokemon, she does other games as well, which is amazing because not too many female gamers that stem past one video game that I know of anyway. So if there's anything in this video that you like, then please give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment down below of anything you'd like to say or what you thought of the battle. With that, I'll catch you guys later.